What up, everybody? Welcome to the XCast. Right about now, we want to welcome you to the greatest podcast on earth, hosted by yours truly, the XSP. I want to hear you say XCast. XCast.
What's up, everybody? What's going on? And welcome to the XCast. And today will be more like a review, but slightly different from a review. But nonetheless, let's get into the portion where I advertise some things. My name is the XSP, and you're on with the XCast with XSP. And if you like podcasts, I will suggest one or two, or maybe even three. That you can find all of them on Spotify. One is called The Burning Hope with Renee Torres, a good friend of mine. He has on different guests and talks of theology and testimonies and different things like that. And you could look up Project Restore, which is with my brother, Jason Garcia. He also speaks of theology, social issues, and testimonies. Or you can look up my podcast. Yes, that's right. The one you're hearing right now. You can hear back issues of interviews that I've done, and I'm going to be putting more on Spotify as time progresses. I have a 3-part series that I'm going to release all at the same time. So if you want to look up that, you can look up the XCast with XSP on Spotify. And while you're on Spotify, you can look up the XSP-Xtreme Street Preacher, which is my music. You can find rock, you can find rap, you can find a mixture of all those things. You can find experimental rap, you can find metal rap, you can find metal, you can find 50s metal, thrash metal, all those different things under one banner. The XSP/Xtreme Street Preacher. I know what you're thinking. You might think, hey, that Extreme Street Preacher, PJ, man, he's a good guy. I want to get to him, I want to help out his cause. You can do that through PayPal at demonslayerxsp@yahoo.com. So, with all those things in mind, let's start the show. Okay, so now today is a little bit different because I want to do a review, but it's more a review of a place, and a place that I would like to recommend. Because if you're like me, you like discounts, you like things you can get for the family really cheaply, and I'm no different. I love games, love music. All right, if you're that type of person, there's clothes, different things. You're trying to look for things that are cheap and easy to get. Well, there's a place in Kyle, Texas called Kyle Library Thrift Shop, and it looks something like this. So I wasn't planning on going there. It just kind of popped up. I've been there before, but I thought, man, now that I have this platform, why don't I just talk a little bit about that? So we're visiting my mother-in-law. My wife had some things to do there at my mother-in-law's house, and I say, hey, man, that would be a cool place to go visit. As we passed it, going to that place, and I said, why not stop there? Now, I don't know about you, but I know money's running tight, but you're still trying to find ways to entertain yourself. And it just so happened that I went through and I was looking, planning on maybe buying a card game or maybe find a book or something. And I started going through. I went through the main corridor, the main hallway, the main room, really. And there's a bunch of clothes, different sizes, different little antiques, mugs, things like that. So, man, I knew when last time I went, there had to be, books and music and all kinds of different things. And it dawned on me, yeah, there's a whole other section under there. So I went through there. It looks a little something like this. So as I went through there, man, I started looking through the CDs, started looking through the books, looking at the prices. And I'm thinking, man, what can I find? Whenever I have time on my hands and there's, I don't have anybody rushing me, I like to really just stop and look at everything that's there, because you never know. You can always find a bit of gold amongst all the discarded things. Because that's what thrift shops are. They're just other people's stuff that they say, hey, I don't want it anymore. And I'm definitely a firm believer in recycling in that manner, giving books that you don't want anymore to someone who else that does, or giving music that you don't want anymore to someone who does. It's called recycling. At least that's the way I like to think of it. So anyway, I started going through and I started finding different things. I started going through and these are some of the things that I got at the thrift store. And I can tell you this, it only cost me less than $10 or $10 around. And I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8 things. I think 8 things, if I can count correctly. Less than $10. So I want to show you the things that I got. Now, here's one CD. I'm going through the CDs. There probably were a few hundred there. Right there. Disciple. If you like me, you like music. These CDs were $2 a piece. But check it out. So this album came out in 2010. 2010, that's what it looks like on the inside. All right. Horseshoes and Hand Grenades, Christian band. And sometimes, man, you can find, like I said, pots of gold, man, in these different thrift shops. You never know what you can find. Heavy music. I love heavy music, and I'm always down to buy any heavy music in CD form. I also found OC Supertones, also a Christian band. This is more like maybe Mighty Boss Tones, that kind of, you're into that kind of Cherry Poppin' Daddies, if you want to compare it to worldly groups. So $2. This is called Loud and Clear. If you like ska, big horns and guitars, this is your type of music. $2. Awesome, right? I got a bunch of music to listen to. Let's see, Beanbag. Beanbag, I recall hearing this kind of group around the early 2000s. Yeah, 2001. And that was before a lot of YouTube and things like that were popping off. So you could only find them from websites. And at the time, man, CDs were very expensive. So there you go, man. Beanbag, very cool. Who would have thought, finding obscure Christian bands like that? They sound like Korn and Rage Against the Machine if they merged together and then got saved and had a baby. I don't know if that makes any sense, but Beanbag, that's kind of their sound. Let's see. Further Seems Forever. Further Seems Forever. I've never even heard of this band, but I know Tooth and Nail Records, which is where this comes from. Tooth and Nail Records. And these CDs, man, they're in good condition. There's no scratches on them. I don't know if you could tell. No scratches. $2. Further Seems Forever. I'm pretty sure they're a heavy band. If they're not heavy, super heavy, they're definitely alternative. So it's something cool to listen to, for cheap. If you like CDs, I mean, you can probably look them up on the internet. But what fun is that? I searched through these things and found them like they're treasure. You know what I mean? There's that one, and boom, DC Talk, Jesus Freak. I think everybody kind of knows that song. This one, once again, is an older one from the 90s. Great condition. Things don't even have a scratch on them. $2. Let's say you had, a little bit of extra money. This is apparently a live album. Welcome to the Freak Show. Great stuff. Cool. I love live albums, especially if they're bands like this, Christian groups. I only know the song Jesus Freak, but I was looking to get into a lot of their stuff anyway, so why not, right? Why not? Jesus Freak. And here's something that was a little bit of an oddball for Kyle, Texas. So if you're like me, you like all different kinds of music, and I love groups from Detroit. You could talk about the Insane Clown Posses, the Twisteds, the Eshams, or you could talk about the Kid Rocks. And this is definitely one that's rare, especially in a place like Kyle. I can expect it maybe in a bigger city, but Kyle, Texas, this thing was on discount. I think it might have been $1. This is grit sandwiches for breakfast. Kid Rock. This was when he was doing nothing but rap music back in the day. This is 1990. So, the big the big deal was the big thing was what do you call it, rap music back then, just hip hop, straight hip hop. So that's that dude. That's what he was doing. Kid Rock, man, you could hear him on Is That You on the first ICP album, Carnival of Carnage. Definitely doing that style, that yodeling in the valley, yodeling, that kind of junk. So that was definitely the hit back then. And grit sandwiches, that kind of thing. So definitely an odd and rare pickup. I just had to get it. I had to. I didn't have a choice. I did have a choice. I wanted to get it just because I want to hear the style. Anyway, that was that one. But the biggest pull from this thrift shop was this right here. This game. This game is a party game. It's a family game called Apples to Apples. If you never played this, think of Cards of Humanity, but less inappropriate. So you try to win cards by definitions, and you compare certain things. It's fun when you have people who are very creatively minded, and it's fun when you have people who can read well and know how to kind of do their thing. And this is a heavy box, man. It's $4. Retail price $30, and this comes with every single card, at least as far as I know. There's plenty of cards in here. I'll show you a picture of what the setup looks like right now. So, man, this is a great haul for me. I got a lot of different things, especially this Apples to Apples. Me and my daughter, my wife, love this game. We played it at other people's houses. I actually got a generic version that's doesn't even compare to this one. It's one I got from Five Below just because it was cheaper, but that box is way better. The Apples to Apples. In this case, that kind of game or that kind of name brand is better than the generic kind. Even though I would go for a generic kind, and when it comes to other like eating products or whatever, but that's better because it has way better selection and better cards. But anyway, if you're into thrift shopping, or if there's a place like that I can find really good games for cheap, books for cheap. Now I did get a book at Goodwill for $3, and I just want, I'm not going to show it here, or actually I will show it. Here's a picture. So, and that one I got to complete my set of the Left Behind series. Actually, I need one more book, but the original Left Behind series, which I'm going to get into in the summertime. And well, all in all, man, it was a great haul. It was great. They had other card-based games, but I only had so much money, you understand? So if you want to send me links of places I can go to that are close, that are cheap, that and oh, here's the thing. When I got to the register, they had given me a discount. So I said, hey, why not go back and get a little bit more? And that's what I got. The first round, I got a couple CDs in the game, less than $5. Went back through and got a couple more CDs so I can listen to some more music, because I love music. I love games. And if you're a family man like myself, those two things, man, you got to have them. Keep your sanity a lot of times. But anyway, that was my my little thing. And then, like I said, send your descriptions or send your links to thrift shops or game places that they have discounts and things like that. I would love to go to them. And so with this kind of this thing going on, this now that I'm kind of waiting to get some more guests for the XCast, which more on the way. I got a couple, but in between those times, I want to make content like this where I go to places or make something. Maybe you can suggest something in the comment box, right? Right down there somewhere. Make your comments. Or do you like this video? Do you not like this video? Do you like where I just talk about things and show you things? I really don't know. You got to talk to me. You understand? You got to talk. You got to communicate. Maybe not with your lips so much. Tight. It's all good. I read a lot. So with that said, thank you very much for watching. If you're watching, this has been the XCast. Thank you very much for watching. And Jesus loves you.